Welcome to this explainer video for nShift Audit, Freight Cost Management for Modern Shippers. I'm going to take you on a guided tour of the main features of our carrier invoice audit and recovery solution. The first thing you'll see when you enter the platform is a dashboard full of key facts about all of your invoices. Here you can see your total recovered costs, 1 invoice pending my review, 4 cleared for payment, and 1 in dispute. Alongside that, you've got other useful information, invoiced amount per carrier, your savings trend, and most importantly, your most common deviation root causes, and lastly, your auto-approval percentage. Based on your settings, the software can approve smaller deviations automatically. Our agentic AI helps with the ingestion of invoices, which can be uploaded in our supported formats of PDF, CSV, Excel, XML, and EDI file types, meaning no file mapping or manual labor is needed. You can also send us your invoices by email, place them on an FTP, or push them directly to our HTTP endpoint. Now let's review an invoice. In this overview, you can see what's in dispute, how many invoices are cleared to pay, and how many are pending review. Let's focus on the one that's pending review. Every invoice is pre-checked against 7 different deviation categories, which you can see right here. So what does that mean for our invoice? Let's open it up and take a look at the AI-generated report, and you can immediately see that this invoice has 6 of the 7 deviation categories present. Now let's dive into the invoice itself. I can filter to show deviations only, and as you can see, there are a number of different deviations here. Valid shipment, double invoicing, SLA, price, valid surcharge, delivery status, and weight and volume. I can also view each line by shipment ID, amount, and deviation size, which is my favorite view, since it lists all of your deviations from the highest down to the lowest. Of course, some deviations might be expected, and you won't always want to dispute them with your carrier. In that case, you can accept a deviation or surcharge, and it won't be included in the claim or deviation dispute. From here, you have 3 options: approve all deviations on the entire invoice, dispute the deviations and block the invoice from being paid, or you have the option to dispute the surcharges but clear the invoice for payment, so you're not blocked by your logistics service provider from generating labels because of an unpaid invoice. Following my own advice, I'll dispute and clear. The portal will now generate a claims email containing all of the disputes. You can send this email directly from the platform to your carrier or print it out and download it as a PDF to share separately outside the platform. I'll send my dispute now and you can see it's been logged. We can review this dispute in the Dispute tab. As you can see, I have a certain amount open. The invoice has been disputed but cleared for payment, and all communication with my carrier is tracked in this thread, so everything stays centrally available to me. Once you've reached an agreement with the carrier, you can mark the dispute as resolved. Alternatively, if you simply want to close it out, you can select that option instead. If we go back to the review page, you'll see the total amount I have in dispute and that my 1 pending review invoice has now moved to cleared for payment, so I have no open actions at this time. I can also analyze invoices or a particular invoice in more detail. Depending on which invoices you select, you'll get some great insights: spend per carrier, spend per service, spend per destination lane or country, and spend by month. Even more interesting is the surcharge breakdown, visualized both by amount and by how often each surcharge occurs. In this case, you can see that my fuel surcharge makes up a much larger part of the invoice than, say, an oversized package surcharge. This helps you quickly see where most of your deviations are coming from, whether that's per invoice or across multiple invoices. nShift Audit can also flag outliers. That includes outliers in high cost per kilogram, high surcharges, high weight factor, or 0 amount charges. Let's take one example. Here, surcharges make up 310% of the base freight rate, where normally my surcharges average around 56% of the base freight rate, indicating this is abnormal. You should probably check this shipment since it's likely you've been charged too much in surcharges. All right, let's move back to where we started, at the dashboard. You can see that there's nothing pending review, nothing cleared for payment outstanding, and I still have 2 disputes open that needs to be handled by the carrier. Most importantly, you can see the increase in recovered costs here, as well as all of your other key data. Ready to simplify delivery? Discover how you can eliminate overcharges and book your tailored demo with our team. nShift, it's all in the delivery.